Isn't it sad that this is the only thing that Zoomers have? I mean, think about it. What good and original TV show came out in the last 10 years or so? What good genre of music came out in the last 10 years or so? What other cartoon or comic book that would at least rival something from our childhood? People that, like us, grew up with Batman Beyond, SWAT Cats, Stargate, Battlestar Galactica. We grew up with heavy metal. We grew up with cool songs. What exactly do the Zoomers have? And the answer is Hazbin Hotel. This is like their creation. And wait, what the fuck? The fuck is this? I just googled Hazbin Hotel. What the? Anyway, my point is, the Zoomers grew up in a world of utter safetyism. Like, my generation was actually obsessed with trust and safety, with politicizing everything, with sanitizing everything. And in this world, in this corporate environment where everything has to be brand safe, creations couldn't exist. And the only thing that Zoomers got were reimaginings, prequels, sequels, new Star Wars, I guess, new Terminators, new Robocops, but they wouldn't get anything original. And even the very little stuff that they got, like Disney's live adaptations, they were built with malice in mind. They weren't built to make something entertaining. They were built to push propaganda. And the marketing was also built out of spite. And the whole marketing was built around the idea of activism. So Disney would just take a white character, swap them with a black woman, and then say that anyone that don't like their slop is misogynistic and racist. And it's a moral duty to every single person that's anti-racist and anti-sexist to give money to the mouse, in order to, spite these racists and make this movie popular, to show that racism can't exist in America by highlighting just how popular a movie that swapped the white character is. And that's what the Zoomers got. And it's so fucking sad when you think about it. To be fair, though, they may actually have some other shows that me and Arj discussed, and we just disagreed on whether or not they count, because they still came out during the millennial era. So Stranger Things is one of them. But you can see that Stranger Things is pretty much like nostalgia of our childhood, right? Like, the Zoomers grow up seeing, oh, look how magical and cool things were back then. Like, people just got around and play shit like Dungeons and Dragons, and there was no censorship, there was no political correctness. And then you also have The Boys, right? So, like, the Zoomers have, I guess, like, evil Superman with a potty mouth, over-the-top, trashy jokes, and Invincible. But that's pretty much it, right? And so, like, the only thing left, I think, is anime. And the anime is the one that teaches the Zoomers the power of friendship, loving one's family, defending one's country. Like, if you look at Naruto, you look at My Hero Academia, you notice these recurring themes. But in the West, like, the only thing that they have is Hazbin Hotel. What the So, I'm not going to be really hard on this show, because at least they're trying. And what I mean by this is that you can see there is no malice being placed in the making of this show. Like, the person creating it genuinely wants this to be entertaining. They don't care as much as trying to please everyone and be political correct and be congratulated on Twitter. They just want to make a show that they like. And I think this is why the show has a lot of Disney energy into it. And what I mean by this is not the cursing and the violence, right? Because, like, this is something that comes with the Zoomer generation. Like, they're more desensitized to violence than we were. But the fact that you have, like, one character, one feminine character that's actually good-hearted and good-natured. and she wants to see the good in people. She wants to be friends with everyone, and this is like the type of feminine character that just didn't exist in the last decade or so, because this feminine character was replaced with the girl boss. It was replaced with the woman that's a feminist, and she hates men and she views herself in a competition with men. And here you have like this character, which, okay, you know, like she's a lesbian, whatever, but she genuinely cares about her friends, and she is not overpowered, and she actually does want to help. And I think it's a start. I do believe that America's entertainment industry has not been destroyed completely. I think that it will rise up from the ashes like a phoenix, and I think this is a good benchmark for other people that want to create their products to at least try and improve, like try to be better. You gotta have to start from someplace. And while the plot of the show is not very good, you can notice that they do have like some interesting characters that just didn't exist in the woke space. Like you have the radio demon, you have whatever the fuck this is, you have Abel, right? Like there's a plethora of characters that aren't built around the concept of representation. Like they're not just throwing an Asian character here, like an Asian maid, and then just being, okay, well, this is genetic Asian maid. We're writing her based on how the book says we need to write Asian characters with their struggles and their social justice victimhood. No, like this is a character meant to entertain that happens to be Asian. Now you have like a guy, right? Like a male character that's kind of like a soy boy, but he has a journey, like he has a character arc, and he actually does manage in the end to fill the shoes that were given to him. And so you have character growth. Now, again, I'm not blaming them for fucking up season 2 as much as I could, because this is not a person that's schooled into making entertainment, right? Like she didn't work with Stan Lee at Marvel. She didn't work with Metzen at Blizzard. And so, like, she doesn't have the formative years that a lot of the people that made our childhood great have. These are people just starting up from scratch. Like they're basically, like, trying to recreate America's entertainment. And for better or for worse, this show is actually very popular with the Zoomers. And hopefully, like, there's going to be other people with the money and the finances, and they will try their own productions. Because right now, like, the entire entertainment industry is just dominated by anime. And I don't want to see the West just throw in the towel and be like, okay, well, we can't create our stuff because we embrace safetyism and we policed art to the point where it's too risky to try something and then get canceled and lose the entire investment because payment processors didn't like it. And so we're now going to do the same and watch anime and push our morality on them. I don't like that. You know, I want the West to be as entertaining as it used to be. And for those of you who aren't millennials, let me just say this. It was very cringe to watch anime when I was growing up. And the reason for it is that cartoons were associated with kids. And so it's like, when are you going to grow up and stop watching cartoons? But more importantly, you had TV shows. You had stuff like Battlestar Galactica. You had stuff like Stargate. You had Prison Break. You had a lot of TV shows. And that's what was acceptable to watch. And honestly, some of them were actually better than most animes. Like Prison Break, especially like the first season stuff. Like they were miles ahead anything that you could have seen in an anime back then. And I think the West can go back to that. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of small steps. And hopefully, season 3 is going to be better than season 2. And I'm not going to suggest people to give this a shot, obviously. But it's already popular, right? Like, we have to accept that this is what the Zoomers watch. Whether you like it or not. Whether you hate me for raising awareness over the fact that it exists. People are already aware. Like, I think every single Zoomer knows about Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. And they do seem to enjoy it. So, it is their thing. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.